Hello, my dear subscribers, Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm going to be doing a general love reading for the month of February 2018. For this reading, I'm going to be using 6 cards. I'm going to be using 2 for the past, 2 for the present, and 2 for the future outcome. Or you can also call it a possible overall message. But I'm going to also read the foundation of this reading, okay, and a love wisdom oracle to close up the reading. Okay, this could also be used as this is you, this is your partner, and this is the outcome. Okay, so with that said, and if this doesn't resonate with you, remember that this is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, please feel free to contact me, mariatheclairvoyant.com. On the bottom of my channel, you got all the information, and you can book a reading with me. Okay, a private reading. I could also send you videos for those that are not in America, in Europe. I could make a video for you and I send it. The prices, again, are in my website, mariatheclairvoyant.com. And I will send whatever you need. Okay, we can also do it through Skype if you want to see the cards. So you have Aries, the 2 of Cups. This is for Aries, if just in case I said something else, because I've been getting confused lately. Okay, I always have a problem with that. But this is for Aries, February 2018. Happy Valentine's, because look at this, you get the 2 of Cups. What's the best than that? Okay, 2 of Cups, love. 2 of Cups is harmony, partnership, love. So some of you are basically in love right now. Maybe you're in love with your current partner, or you're in love with an ex-partner, or future or a new beginning with someone. This means enchantment, that in the integration of the masculine and feminine, and you becoming one. The attraction with the other person, and you are in a love relationship. Okay, this is a love reading. Hopefully it turns out to be a love reading. The next card you have is the 2 of arrows. Again, arrows are like love. Some of you, like I said, are in a love relationship. So peace, trust, and understanding. Because remember, the arrows are communication. You probably, if you're an Aries dealing with a air sign, you might be dealing with a Gemini's, Libra, and Aquarius. This could be that. Okay. However, this could also mean that you're having a good communication with your partner. Maybe you have balanced the situation. If you were in a difficult situation, you're learning the understanding of what the marriage is about, what the relationship is about. Because look how nice the next card is. You get the 6 of Coins. So when you get the 6 of Coins, you actually are in a good communication with your partner, and your financial situation is very good, helping others, charting fortune. So maybe you guys are in a very good scenario right now. For whoever I'm reading for, okay, this is what was in the past. Okay, now in the present, you have fortune. Okay, you have a major arcana and innocence. So you have 2 major arcana. So right now, in this time that we're dealing with right now, this is not the past anymore. This is the present. So you, if this is your partner, okay, because like I said, I don't know who this reading is for. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so if you in the past, Aries, were in this harmony, now you are, and maybe this is your partner, you're in the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you're waiting for the universe to give you abundance, or you're receiving abundance from what happened before. Okay, so if this is your partner, he might be in a vicious cycle, working and doing what you need to do, working and taking care of himself, taking care of the house. So you may have a responsible partner. For those that I'm reading for, why? Because I see here innocence. So maybe for those that I might be reading with the innocence card, you might have children. This is the Fool card, and this could also represent your children. Okay, in a sense, the aloes want to be open to possibilities. So basically, maybe you have a very protective husband or boyfriend, or if this is this person, maybe he's a very protective person. If this is the Aries and this is your partner, you might have a overly protective husband or boyfriend, or you have children together and he's very overprotective with your children. It could be that too. So some of you are in a very good love relationship, but sometimes you cannot be too overprotective, because why? You have to allow your children to be independent. Remember, everything has to be in balance, and maybe that's where you need to you get the Fortune card that he may did to you, and he's doing the same thing to your children. Like in a cycle, he's repeating the same way he was with you, he's doing that to your children. And it may not be that good, because sometimes feelings ignore fortune. So when is your turn? Like, is it good that he's doing that for your children, or is not good? You have to know if he's doing the right thing, because here the reason why I say that you probably Aries questioning this, because you have the Nine of Arrows. So the Nine of Arrows, you're not too happy about the situation. You probably have issues, and these are unsolved issues. So you might not be sleeping well. You might be having anxiety. So some of you Aries might be feeling a little bit sick because you're too worried. You may have to look at things more closely and talk to your partner of what the situation is and how he's dealing with things. Maybe he's overprotecting you. If there is no children involved, maybe he's being too overprotective with you. And sometimes it's like suffocation. That happens to men too. Like sometimes women try to find out where my man is and what he's doing, who he's with, and 24/7. Sometimes you suffocate the relationship and you feel like this. You might be feeling with anxiety because this person is overprotecting you. Okay, so maybe you have problems, psychological problems, because of what's going on. Problems from disturbances from your childhood. Whatever it is that you need to talk about it, because the next card you have is the Three of Slaves. Okay, staves, and you probably have to work on something, and you have to like probably make a plan to what the next step is going to be for, like, let's say the next year. If you're dealing with the children, what are your next 5 or years is going to be, or the next year. If you don't want to count in a 5-year roll, maybe you're going to do it with a year by year situation, but you're going to have to transform whatever goals you have. You need to make a goal for your family, Aries. I think this is more into a family type of thing, and you need to work on that. Okay, I think your cards have been very direct. I don't think I have to go too much into it. And like I said, 6 of Coins, you have abundance, and maybe you had for those that probably were looking for a job, and this is not a job reading, but you are going to have the job that you're looking for. There's going to be communication in February, and you're going to get what you want. Maybe you have children and you need to take care of those children, or your partner, and you need to start doing the right things for this job to come through. And maybe you're going to have goals for, maybe if you do have a new beginning, and you're right now working towards, because remember the staffs are like when you have a success, something that you have, like let's say if you were in a business and now that business is creating that purpose, that career purpose, and is creating what you wanted. So here, the wisdom of the oracle, you get the thrive. Okay, so the thrice have, this oracle has different messages. So for you, Aries, the essential meaning: community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. So maybe you needed to know what your place is in the household. Maybe you know your love and you're the wife or the husband. These are your children, if this is your children. And you need to alert your partner this, that you're not a little child and you know what you're doing. Okay, the oracle message says this card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feels a matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging or kinship and a purpose that comes from working together for a grateful fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are a part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you're in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its forms and focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be small, as showing up as a large becoming its leader. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. In a relationship, you're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other person follow. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning a proper dance between you and another, accepting the truth that everyone has flaws in part of the dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You are in a perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. Prosperity message: whether you are in a community or like-minded others, there is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It is essential to ask, what can I contribute, rather than what can I get from this. Figure out the need and look to fill it. Sometimes meaningful will manifest, even if what manifests is small. It is a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There is another meaning of this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it, and serve for a sense of authenticity. There is no greater feeling and accomplishment than knowing you have a purpose. Protection message: be aware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in a tribe? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now it's time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall, be you. Authenticity is true self-expression, and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role. Your heart tells you to making yourself as more bears too high a cost. So this is just telling you basically the same thing that these cards were saying. If you are in a good relationship, maybe your partner is treating you like a child. If you're if this is your partner's situation, and he sees, instead of seeing you as a child, you got to understand that maybe that's the reason why you're having problems and you're tired of it. Maybe you need to stand up to what you believe in. What is your role? Sometimes he needs to be the leader, or maybe you need to be the leader if you're the wife, or if you're the husband and your woman is telling you what to do. There's time that the role has to adverse, and that's where communication comes along, and being a good communication field so you can prosper in your house. See, the Three of Stars is like how if you have like 2 children, this is what path do we need to take, how we're going to do something. See how this staff is holding him up and the other 2 are like in the back, because maybe the 2 stabs in the back are not needed. So you just need this one to walk along to see that whatever purpose you're going to solve. Understand, Aries, that the roles can be changed. Okay, and that's what I feel, that this is actually telling you the same thing that this whole reading is telling you. The 2 of Cups is love there. So let's say you decide to take a trip. You both decide which way the trip is going to go. And remember, not to open up to yourself and say how you feel. So in the future, you guys don't have problems to know who has the right path to take. So, love and light. And if you need clarification with this reading, please feel free to contact me. And if this reading is not for you and you want a personal reading, go to maria.clairvoyant.com, or just I may not be the reader for you, so keep on going, keep on walking, and maybe this message is not for you. Maybe next month I give you the message, but not this month. So with all that said, love and light to my dear subscribers, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye. Happy Valentine's, okay, to all.